to install the IDE, and likewise you should install the Python. That is, you should install Python from the VS Code as an extension. I believe you guys have done that. If you have done that, please.
I couldn't.
You what? Go ahead. Go ahead.
I couldn't. I use this www.code.visualstudio.com/download. It's not. It's not. It didn't come up my system.
www. what?
Code.visualstudio.com/download.
Okay. So what were you able to see? What did you see?
The error message is the site cannot be reached.
The site cannot be reached. Which browser do you use? Google Chrome or Firefox or Edge?
I tried Chrome. I tried Firefox. Both of them.
Did you try opening something else on that website? On that browser? Sorry.
Okay, let me. No, I've not tried it.
Try opening something else on the browser to see if you have good connection with your browser.
Okay, Google is opening.
Okay, Google is opening. Nice one. Okay, from that Google now, type download VS Code there.
Okay, the Google. Okay, yes. Okay.
Okay, wait again. If you know you've done yours, please go ahead and raise your hand. Go ahead, raise your hand. Okay, Oladoja, you've done your own. Good to hear that. Okay, Chukwumesi, you've done your own. Wow, I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy. No, I'm happy. I'm glad to hear that. So okay, Chukwu and Oladoja. Who again, if you are here, I gave you an assignment and I told you guys to do what? I said install the IDE and install Python, which is an extension from the VS Code. And I believe you've done that. But that is what we are going to continue with today. Okay. If you've done that, please signify by raising your hand. Please just signify. I want to be sure. Okay. I know you've done that. Good to hear that. Deborah, you've done that. Ibrahim, thank you for doing that. Thank you for doing that. I'm so glad. I can. Oh wow! Almost everybody. Good to hear that. Okay, you can lower your hands. So continue. I'm encouraged. You can lower your hands. Please, you can lower your hands. Lower your hands and mute your mic. Mute your mic so that you can enjoy the class together. Okay, before we proceed, my name is Johnson. Please kindly mute your mic. Mute your mic so that we can enjoy this class together. Who is that? Please mute your mic. Thank you. Mute your mic. Okay, my name is Johnson Akins from Femtech Computer Institute. The place where we build the computer gurus. Please mute your mic. Mute your mic. We have a lot to do today. Mute your mic so that we can achieve our purpose of coming here, please. My name is Johnson Akins from Femtech Computer Institute, a place where we build the computer gurus. Apart from Python, we have lots of programs that you can apply for. So if you want to make inquiry, I don't want to waste time today. Just send a WhatsApp message to +23481 38367373 and you will be attended to. Yesterday we did installation of. I taught you the installation of VS Code, even though VS Python is okay too. I think we better Python is fine. If you have Python, you can go with it. Now we did installation of IDE, which is VS Code. I did not install it on my system because I have it on this laptop already, but I showed you guys how to do it. And I said from the VS Code environment, you should go to the extension panel. Go to the extension panel and do what? Install Python. So that you can have access to, so you'll be able to use the write Python code with it. Now, in continuation to that, we are going to still on setting up the text/code editor, Visual Studio Code for Python. The next thing that we have here on the guide is we should do what? Install from that same extension panel. We should install code runner in the search bar. So we'll go to the code run. We'll go to the VS Code now. Let me share my screen. I don't have time to waste today, so I have to be straightforward. I will share my screen for you guys to see. Please, you can lower your hands. You can lower your hands. You can lower your hands. So when there is an opportunity for questions, you then raise your hand. Lower your hands now. If you know you have raised your hand and you did not remember to lower it, please do that immediately. Samuel, please do that. Thank you. Fine. Now, back to what I was trying to explain. I believe you can see my screen now, right? You can all see my screen. I've shared my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir, you can see it.
Okay, thank you for that. Now, we need to install from the guide. We are asked to install from the extension panel code runner. So please mute your mic. Don't worry, when we finish this training, you can invite DJ to come and play for us. We will all dance. Me too, I love music as well. So now let's go back. Let's continue what we are doing. So we'll come here on the extension panel here. I made mention of something yesterday. I said before you can use the extension, before you can install any extension here, you need to be connected to internet. You need to be connected to internet. So ensure you are connected to internet. If you are not connected to internet, definitely it won't work. Just lower your hands. I will give room for questions. But now let's go straight to business. I will call you later, please. Now, you need to be connected to the internet if you want to install anything from this extension. So here we're going to type something called code runner. Code runner, which is this. Now, this is the code runner. We're going to install this code runner, and that is what we're going to be using to run some of our codes, and also like that, I will show you different ways of doing that. So we are going to install code runner. Where is it again? Okay, this is it. So you click on install. Let me click on it for us to see how it looks like. Now this is the code runner. This is the code runner. Now just come to your extension panel. That is the panel on the extension spot here. Come to the search box at the top. Type code space runner. Then this will come out. Click on it. Then come here and click install. Then we wait for it to install. Trust Publisher and install. Yes. Trust Workspace and install. Fine. Now, then we click to install. Now it is installing. You can see installing. So while this is installing, I will quickly address one or two things. Okay, done. So I think there's no time for that. Now it has installed. Immediately you install it, you will see a button here. You will see the button here. You say run code. This button was not here before. It was not there before. So immediately you install your code runner, this is the button to run the code. So we'll go back now. Now the next thing we have on the guide is creating your first Python file on VS Code. Creating your first Python file on VS Code. Now, how do you do that? The step one from the guide is create a folder on your computer system, either on the desktop, documents, or wheresoever you want. Now, we'll go to our system now. From the system, I will create a folder. I'll just put it on the desktop because of time and so that's for easy access. I'll create a folder, right click. For those that are not used to that, right click new, then you will see folder, then give it a name. Let's say Python tutorials. Python tutorials, correct. Now, after creating a folder, that is the first step that we have here. Now, the second step is launch or open VS Code from your computer, if only it has not been opened. Already we have opened it. So that is to tell you that if you have not opened it, so you need to open it. But it has been opened. Now, the next step, which is step 3 from the guide, is from VS Code, click on File and navigate to Open Folder. File, Open Folder, then we wait, then we need to navigate and bring the file in that we want to make use of. Now, click the folder you created on step 1, that is step 4 now. Then click Select Folder. The folder we created is on desktop and it's titled Python Tutorial. This is the folder. Python Tutorial, yes. Then you select the folder from here. The folder now will be open here. Text.py, that is what we are asked to do here. Now, on the file you just created, step 7 now, type print hello here. Sorry, I don't want to. Now, just print, then you open a bracket, then you say hello world, like this. That is to test what we have done. Now, from here now, the next step we have on the guide is click on the Run Code button on the right top corner of the VS Code, which is this one that I showed you. Then we click this button, then you wait for it, it's running, then it's going to show us what we have here. This is it. Hello world. You can see that. That is our code. Let me bring it up a bit. Hello world. Now that is what we just did now with what following the guide from step 1 to step 7. So that is there. That is how to do that. Now, let me see the next thing that we have on the guide. For those that have paid for the guide, please just be patient. By the time we have 20 requests, I will share the guide. I will send the guide to everybody. We have your details as you are paying. I am keeping the details. If you are yet to get or pay for the guide rider, please kindly do that. How much is the guide? 5,000 naira. And that's what we are using here in the class. Everything I will be teaching you is in the guide. Even though you are not in the class, if you have the guide, you are good to go. So now, just click on Run Code button on the right top corner of the VS Code. We've done that. The Run Code button has a symbol of a play button. The output will be displayed in the terminal window below, and which is this. Yes, that is our first code. We've done that. Please mute your mic. I will appreciate that. Please mute your mic. Thank you. Okay, we have some people waiting at the lobby. Okay. Please mute your mic if you are just joining, or if you are here before, mute your mic. Mute your mic. Thank you. So we have done what? Please mute your mic. There's no time to waste. Please mute your mic. Thank you. So we're able to run the first code. We're able to run the first code following the procedure. Now, the next thing we have here on our guide, which is the Python programming guide that we have here, is what is variable. That is the next thing here. So we want to look at what is variable. Now, variables are what? Just like container that you can store values in. They are like container that you can store values in. Or you say labels. Labels that you can assign to values. Labels that you can assign to values. Variables are just like container that you can store values in, or labels that you can assign to value. Now let's look at what we are saying here. Variable names can, now let me show you what we are saying here before we go back to that guide. Now I'll break this thing down. A variable, I will comment this. A variable is something like this. Let's say username like this equal to, now this word that I have here, username equals to Johnson. Now this is a variable. This Johnson is a string. We are still going to get there. a text, we call it string. String in programming. Here, we call it string. string, string. So this is a variable. A variable is what is holding on to this. So now we are doing what? We are assigning Johnson to this name, which is the variable. Anytime we make reference to this word, Johnson will be displayed. That is what the guide is trying to tell us. Variables are just like container that you can do what? Store values in. Container that you can store values in, or a label that you can assign to value. So Johnson is being assigned to this label, that is to this variable. Anytime I come down and I say print username like this, definitely Johnson will be displayed. And click Johnson. Now let me clear this thing. Let me clear so I can have a free one. Fine. I click this now. You will see Johnson is being displayed. Meanwhile, I only type the variable name. I'm not typing Johnson. Unlike this one, I typed print hello world. But instead of me putting this text directly inside this place, I assigned it to a variable, and inside this variable now, we are having what? Johnson. So anytime I call onto this variable, Johnson will be displayed. Take note of that. And that is what the guide is trying to explain. A variable is what? Variables are just like container that you can store values in, or a label, labels that you can assign to value. Now, another thing that you need to understand here, from the guide said variable names can contain only letters, variable names can contain only letters, comma, numbers and underscore. That means it is not only letters. I can decide to combine it with a number. I can decide to put underscore like this. This is acceptable in Python. Variable names can be a combination of letter with number with underscore. It is not a must. It has to be text or characters, letters or true. You can combine it with a number. I can decide to say, instead of this, I can say like this, user 4, still valid. Still valid. Now, there's something which you need to understand here again, and I will read from the guide. It said, variable names can contain only letters, numbers, and underscores. Now, watch which one is underscore. This is underscore. Your underscore is your shift key and your the key that comes after 0 when you are reading 1, 2, 3 from your keyboard. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 0. Then the next key that comes after number 0 is your underscore. You have to hold your shift key down to get that. If you do not hold your shift key, you will get hyphen. But press your shift key down and press that key that comes after number 0, then you will have underscore. So this is called underscore. So variable name can contain it can combine underscore with number with letters. Someone is at the lobby. Is anybody there? Okay. And I want to admit everybody today because a lot of query I received. So I did not allow me. I was at the queue. I was at the lobby. So today, don't worry. I will capture everybody today. It's not by me. I love teaching. So when I'm teaching, I don't like distraction. But today, I will make sure everybody is what? Everybody is accepted, admitted rather. So now, back to what I was explaining. Don't worry. I will give room for question. Just lower your hands for now. I will give room for question. Now back to this. So variable names can contain underscore, a text, and a number. Now from the guide, they can start with a letter or an underscore. but not with a number. Don't start any variable name with a number. Let me say we just put something here, or let's say we just put 5. This is not accepted in Python. You can start with a number, but you can start with underscore, and you can start with a letter, but you cannot start with a number. But you can include a number in between. Does that make any sense? Don't start with a number. You can start with underscore, but you can include a number in between the text. That is variable name. And the guide, the quick guide to Python programming, explained to detail. You will see it there. Say they can start with a letter or an underscore, but not with a number. Note, now there's another thing again which I want to pass across. Spaces are not allowed, like, let's say user now put name. No, this is not accepted. This is not accepted in Python. You cannot put a space in between the two texts. You can't put a space in between the two texts. Take note of that. It has to be together, or you use underscore. Please, not available, please. So you have to do what? Put the two words together, or you use something called underscore to separate them, like this. Now, this will now bring us to something called the what is it called? The variable naming convention. Let me bring that in. Variable naming convention. Now, pay attention to this. Variable naming convention. Variable naming convention, which is this. I will bring this one down. Now, we have different variable naming convention. Why is okay, this is it. Sorry. Okay. Now, variable naming, who is there again? Convention. Anybody? Wow. Variable naming convention. Now, pay attention to the screen. We have we have more than one method to give or to name a variable. Now, the first one, I will use comment for this. First one is the Pascal case. We have another one. We have the camel case. We have the snake case. Then we have another one again, which is the kebab case. Now, pay attention to the screen. Even though if it is only this one you are going to gain today, it is something. No programming language that you will go to that you will not come across this. Now, the Pascal case is written like this. That means the first letter has to be capital letter. Then the word that you want to combine with it. Like if I want to write this now, I'll just write like this, user, then I'll do like this. Now, this is Pascal case. This is common to TypeScript, Java program, and C#. They use Pascal. This is the Pascal case. It is also called the upper camel case. Yes, I remember, upper camel case. So it's either you call it the Pascal case or the upper camel case. So in case anybody tells you, do you understand the word, or do you know what they call upper camel case in our variable naming convention, you should know that, okay, that person is referring to what? Pascal case. So another name is upper camel case. Now, the camel case is just like a camel. The first letter, which is this, has to be small letter. That is the first word. Because now, it's just like we combine two words together, camel and case. So if I want to use camel case here, all I need to do is put small letter U. This is common to JavaScript programming, especially JavaScript users. We use this a lot. Even me, I'm a fan of this. Now, which one is snake case? Snake case is just like the word, something joining them together, which is the underscore. Now, if it is snake case here now, it will just be this, like this. That is snake case. PEP8, which is an abbreviation for Python Enhancement Proposal. Now, the Python Enhancement Proposal 8, which is the official style guide for Python code, the rules that is guiding code writing in Python. The PEP 8 recommends snake case when you are working with Python. The PEP 8 recommends what? Snake case. So in Python, snake case is commonly used. Don't misunderstand me. You can use every other naming convention aside this, but under PEP 8, which is an abbreviation for what? Python, that is the P. Then the E is enhancement. Then the last P, proposal. Python, let me write it out here. So in case, Python enhancement proposal. Yes, that is it. So it's called, this is what we call it, PEP. PEP 8. Like this. That's how it is written. PEP 8. Now, this is an official what? Official guide. Official styling guide. So this is the guide that we are following in terms of you writing Python. You have to follow. This is what every programmer, when it comes to Python, this is what they follow. Because you can write, if you work with an organization now, and you want to share your code with other Python programmers, they will be expecting you to follow the same guide. Yes, that's why I said this is the guide for Python programming. Python programming. This is official style guide for Python code. So the Python, which is the PEP 8, recommends snake case for naming of what? Variables and something like that. So take note of that. So this is called snake case. Underscore to separate the two words. That means to join the two words. Underscore. Now the last one here is your kebab. Yes. Now before we go to kebab, snake case is also common to which program? PHP. Yes. PHP. For those that know us about PHP, we use snake case there too. I use snake case commonly in whenever I'm working with PHP. But I will not say you should get used to snake case or get used to Pascal case or camel case. All I'm going to say here is make sure you stick to any one you are using. Don't use snake case today. Tomorrow you use camel case. After the day after tomorrow you use Pascal case. No. Get used to one and stick to it. That is the best way to write programs or to write codes. Get used to one. If you want to get used to snake case, stick to it. If you want to get used to camel case, stick to it. Don't say because I said PEP 8 recommends snake case and you have been using camel case before. Don't misunderstand me. I'm only saying according to the Python official style guide for Python code. Because we are dealing with what? We are dealing with a guide. So everything is there. You will see it there. So snake case is commonly used in PHP as well. And kebab case. Where is kebab case? Where do they use it? Where are we using it? Or where is it being used? Kebab case is common to what you know. If you're already into programming, you know CSS. When you're writing background color, margin top, margin bottom, these are kebab case. Yes, these are kebab. All these ones that you see there, they are kebab. So when you write, it's common to CSS. The CSS, kebab is something like just like this. But it's not accepted here in Python. Even in JavaScript, it's not accepted. It's not accepted here. So don't even try that here. It is only common to what? CSS. So CSS, which is an abbreviation for cascading style sheet, accepts kebab case. Snake case is recommended by PEP 8 for Python users. Camel case, commonly used among JavaScript programmers. Pascal case is commonly used among who? Among people that write Java C hash and TypeScript. TypeScript is common to them. So, uh, any question to this? Now, let me give room for question. Let me give room for question so that I will not just be doing the talking. If you have a questions, just raise your hand. Raise your hand and I will call you. Raise your hand and I will call you. Okay. Kingsley, go ahead to ask your question.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Kingsley.
Okay. Okay, sir. I want to first of all say thank you for the class so far. I really love your method of teaching.
Welcome.
Uh,
Thank you.
yeah. So please, I was having network issues when you were explaining the PEP 8, and I don't know. Sorry for taking you back, sir. So I don't know if you can just do a quick recap on that, because according to what you said, they say that it is the most commonly used. So I think it is very, very important that I understand, or we understand, that PEP 8 very, very well. Personally, I don't know. I was having network issues when you were explaining that PEP 8. And secondly, there was a place you mentioned CSS. I don't really know. It should be an abbreviation, but I don't know the full meaning of that CSS you mentioned.
Okay.
And then the third question, sir, is I don't know if this class can be recorded. Like, I don't know whether it can be recorded so that at the end of each class, the voice note will be dropped. You understand? The voice note will be dropped so that people can always go back to the lectures, you understand, to capture some of the things they might have forgotten. So I don't know if it is possible for the class to be recorded as well, so that at the end of the class, the voice notes will be dropped in the class, so that people can always go back to it. Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
You're welcome. Okay. Now, the first question is this. You said PEP 8. PEP is an abbreviation for Python Enhancement Proposal. Python Enhancement Proposal. 8. It is a rule, a guide that has been laid down for all Python programmers to follow. And the PEP 8 recommends snake case. The PEP 8 recommends snake case for variable naming convention. That means if you want to declare a variable, you should use snake case. That is the rule. That is the guide. That is number one. So PEP 8, in summary, is what? Official style guide. Official style guide for Python code. Official style guide for Python code. That is PEP 8. Now, the second question is, let me remember the second question. Okay, the full meaning of CSS, I think I remember. You said the full meaning of CSS. Now, the reason why I made mention of CSS here, we don't need it here, but I'm trying to explain something that is relevant to it. Now, CSS is an abbreviation for cascading style sheet. Cascading, that is for letter C. Then the first X is style, and the last one is sheet. Cascading style sheet. It is common. We use that for styling of what? Our HTML tags when we are designing a website. Now, the kind of naming convention that we use there is kebab. And that is the reason why I made mention of CSS. That kebab is commonly used in CSS. It is not acceptable in Python programming. That is the kebab case. Now, which one is the kebab case? Let me show you my screen. See, this is kebab case. You see the way it is. Hyphen is separating the two words. For snake case, underscore is separating, just like a snake, something dragging on the floor. Underscore is separating the two words. Camel case looks like a camel, like something that have what? Hunchback. Hunchback. A camel is always with hunchback. So the hunchback is the C here. The first letter, that is the first word. If you, let's say, you want to write, let me just type something here. Let's say, greetings, greeting message. Let me do it this way. Greeting message. Now, these are two different words like this. Python does not support this. You can't write a variable name like this. So for you to write a variable and you want to combine 2 or 3 words, not only 2, don't get me wrong. It can be more than 2 words. It can be more than 3 words. But you have to join them together with a snake, that is with underscore. And that makes this to be what? A snake case. That's what I'm trying to explain. I can say greeting message to users. You can see this is snake case. Let me comment it so you guys can understand. And this is snake case. And this is a variable, but I join them together with underscore. And that is the snake case. If it happens to be the camel, then the first letter here, which is letter G, will be small letter. Then I will come here. I will make this one to be capital letter. Then I will come here again. I will make this to be capital letter. I will come here, the U, capital letter. So greeting message to user. This is camel case. This is camel case. If it is Pascal case, the difference is what? This one that is small letter, just make it to be capital letter. This is Pascal case. Then the kebab case is everything here, which is message like this. I will put hyphen here. Hyphen like this. Now, this is called the kebab case. But the PEP8 only recommend snake case for variable naming. When you are writing your variables and functions and so on like that, you are advised what? You are expected to stick to what? This. Now, I made mention of something. I said it is not that if you use all that methods, which is this, it's going to work. Don't get me wrong. It will work. But this is what the PEP8 recommends. Simple as that. Now, your last question, which is your, you said if this lesson or if this training or tutorial is being recorded or not. Yes, but not for students' use. It is for the management. So students, we don't promise you guys video. You can do that from your hand and record the tutorial. Fine. But we are not recording for students. We are recording for the management use. I think I've answered your question. Who again? The triple. Yeah, ask your question. The triple. Metalocon, ask your question. Go ahead and talk. Okay. You are not there. Dare. Dare talk. Okay, you are using repeat for your. That's good. Dare
Hello, sir.
How are you there?
Hello. Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Dare.
Yes, sir. Quick one, sir. I want to first ask, what's the duration of each class before I ask my question?
Duration of each class.
Yes.
The class.
How many minutes?
How many what? Go ahead.
How many minutes is the class is expected to last for?
It's within 1 hour. Within.
Okay. So my question is this. I don't actually have a question, but I have a kind of advice to all my colleagues in the class.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Please, if everybody is hearing me, please. I'm trying to use this opportunity to beg everybody in order to maximize this class. You can see now, he's already telling us that this call is going to end in 12 minutes time. So for us to maximize each class, I want to beg everybody, number one, that everybody should try and buy that guide, 5,000, so that we can have the manual. So that as the tutor is teaching us, you can be making reference later at home and even read ahead of tutor so that whatever he's saying, we will already have an idea of what he's saying. Okay. I am not trying to say I am perfect here or I am more than anybody. I am just trying to bring a suggestion here that will help everybody. Okay, then on your own, we have like chat gpt. You can ask some of these questions there, you know. um Actually, it is not a crime to come late to class, but I mean, me too, I always, I sometimes I come late to class. But the best way we can help ourselves is to have the guide. When you have the guide, so you can do your research ahead of your teacher, so that whenever he's talking, we already know the angle where he's talking. So even if you are asking your question, you ask your question based on informed information. So all of us here now, we are newbies. Even me, I'm a newbie. But it's just that I do some research on my own. I go to YouTube to download some video and watch concerning this Python. So most of the thing the tutor is still saying for now as a basis is not new to me. So please, I also encourage some of us to do that, please, so that in order not to drag us back, because there is a duration for each class, so that it won't have we won't have a time whereby the tutor is not able to cover a particular topic and is referring us to go and read. Please, let us try and read on our own and do self learning. Please, that's just my own little advice. So if you feel bad about this advice, I apologize. Forgive me, I'm just a kid. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Darren. Thank you. Frank, you have a question. We don't have much time again. Go ahead and ask your question.
Now, your question one, what format is this guide? Is it a video or
Ebook.
a
Ebook.
text?
Ebook, not a video. I've said it
Okay.
here. I said
Ebook.
is what? Quick Guide to Python Programming is ebook, and it's
Okay.
straightforward with practical. You will see it there. Every step with examples.
Okay.
Thank you. So if
Oh,
you are
okay,
interested
sir.
in that, thank you, Frank. If you are interested, make payment to that same account number. 5,000 naira is not too much for you to acquire a skill. I myself, I know how much I spend to acquire skills. I don't know. I always ask myself, why is people don't like to spend to acquire skill? If you want to acquire skill, you have to spend something. This is a giveaway. This same material, if I am to sell it myself, I will not sell this material less than 50,000. Yes, I know what I'm saying. To one person, 50K. But being a collective one, and that is why the school said, okay, if it's going to be like that, if we have 20 requests, for 20 requests of this guide, then we give it out. It's prepared by the school. Yes, prepared by the school with examples that you can follow. It will teach you how to can go. Everything I've been saying so far is there. I'm not saying it from my head. Everything is there. So please make payment if you are interested. Send receipts to me. I will add you up to the number, and immediately we hit 20, as the school said, then the guide will be released to everybody. We have details of everyone that have paid. For those that have paid, we have your names and your phone number and everything. So immediately the 20 number is complete, then we release the guide. Any question regarding that? No question. Assignment. Okay, you have a question?
Yeah. Do you still have such a guide in JavaScript?
Frank, message me directly. This is Python class. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All
Okay.
right. Thank you. Now, I want to learn cyber security. Message me directly. We offer cyber security. We offer a lot of programming courses. Always check the group. You will see what we offer and their prices. Their prices are attached to them. The duration, the price, everything is there. You will see it. Always check the group. Every information you need to know is there.
Sir, the assignment, we only have 4 minutes to go.
Okay, the assignment is this. On your VS Code, now that you have installed the IDE and you have installed Python, install Code Runner. That is number one. Install Code Runner Then the second assignment, create a folder on your desktop. Create a folder on your desktop and name the folder Python tutorials or Python assignment. Sorry, use your own Python assignment. Why my own is Python tutorial? Python assignment. Inside that folder, create a file and give that file lesson assignment. Yes, use an assignment. Give that file name assignment.py. Assignment.py. And on that file that you have just created, on that file that you're going to create, rather, create a variable with this message, a variable with welcome to Python class, welcome to Python class, then welcome to Python class, and print it out to the console, that is to the using the code runner on the output. Print it out to the terminal. The first one, install what? Install code runner on your IDE. That is the Python on the VS Code, which is the IDE. That is the first one. Second one is create a folder on your desktop and give it what? Assignment. Python assignment. Then the third one, create a file and give it a name of what? Assignment.py. That is Python. Then the last one, create a variable and assign a value to it. Welcome to Python. I think welcome to Python class. Am I right? Welcome to Python class. Yes. Then print it out using the code runner. I will check that this week Friday. We're in a new week already. This week Friday. That's this coming Friday. I'm going to check that this coming Friday. Please make sure you attempt it. Make sure you do exactly what I've said. I'm going to see it one after the other because you are going to share your screen. Your screen will be shared. I'm going to check your screen. So you are going to share your screen with me. I'm going to see what you've done, if you have done it right or not. This class is for everybody, whether you know how to code or not. You are going to learn from here. So get yourself prepared before Friday because you are going to show me your screen. Any question before I call it a night? Okay. Question, Matthew. Matthew, this thing is about to end.
Okay, sir. Please, the assignment, can it be typed in the group? Because I've forgotten. I was writing it, but I've forgotten.
Okay, I will put it in the group. I will put it in the group.
Okay, sir.
All right. Thank you. See you guys on Friday. Bye-bye. Love you guys.
Thank you very much, sir.
Bye,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Bye, sir. You're wonderful.
Thank you.